This is the end of Thanale Cave or Thanale rock cut architecture. This is a massive huge settlement of Buddhist period which has drawn the history of Buddhist era, completely abandoned from the local city. This is a good example of not far from the city and not near the city. This resembles the entire wonderful Buddhist architecture of the millennium, which is at Maharashtra. The easiest way to reach here is from Nadsur, or we can state that we can reach via Khopoli to Pali. Pali, the ancient language of the Buddha period. This place is itself known as Pali. Pali, Pali. We have come here in the scorching heat to understand the Buddhist settlement and the development of the Buddhist architecture, influenced through various patronage by the various kings who had ruled this region, starting from the Mauryan period up to Satvana, then up to Harisena, up to we can see a state till the 6th or the 7th century, from 2nd century BCE to 7th century CE. Here we hardly people come in the scorching heat, but we can see wonderful rooms or cells known as viharas for the Buddha monks or Buddhist nuns, and also the merchant or the traders who have been traveling in search of their food and also in search of the trade from various regions across Maharashtra. This has been carved by the donation given by the traders to the Buddhist monks and nuns. Wonderful piece of architecture which cannot be seen elsewhere. Need to travel safely. You can feel the breezing wind in the heat itself, but still be calm. Keep your mind relaxed. See, this is the big dormitory where the monks can sit for meditation and also have their bhojan or the food. Apart from that, they can meditate in their cells. They also have a big veranda with open windows to see the entire breeze and not see the breeze, feel the breeze, and apart from that, see the rain, waterfall, and the environment green in color. Here we can see the cells, and here we can see the platform where they keep the books, and apart from that, their robes itself. Open window for access of air. We can see the mandapa and the veranda. Similar fashion or similar trend also seen here, where the monks can stay in abundance, or we can say in a huge number, upon more than around, in this area itself, we can see more than around 80 monks staying in this residence or this settlement and preaching the Dhamma in this area. That's the reason the area is known as Pali, the teachings of Buddha. Such a big platform. Apart from that, we can also see the honeycomb up be safe while you come here. Do not come alone. Come along with a person who knows this place and also take help of the villagers. That was the second end of the Thanale cave. Now we are proceeding further to the entrance and the Sabhagra. So we wait and watch this video. This will help you to understand the ancient era of Thanale and the present condition. This place does not have water, so I am sure that you carry plenty of water along with you. This place needs at least around 2 hours to travel, but we have come around in 1 hour 20 minutes from the Thanale Gao to reach at this place. Now we are proceeding to the main stupa and the place where has more than around 10 cells. This is the stupa where you can circumambulate the stupa. It's also maybe a Chaityagraha, open face Chaityagraha. The stupa is in good condition, but due to the rain and open facade, there's no facade here to stop the water. So it has eroded much. But still we can see the platform, that is the Mehdi. Then we can also see the Vedika, the under, not the Harmika. We can also see the platform further where they can keep candles or lamps as offerings. And now we are proceeding towards the main hall, which has plenty of cells. If we count properly, it may be around almost 10 cells, with each having one particular room to stay for the monks. It may be for the senior monks, as we can see a lot of decoration here. Each decoration resembles the Buddhist architecture or the Buddhist symbolic form. There's also an inscription, which is the faded inscription here, as we have found, or we can say as we have traced out at Thanale. It has already been traced out by the ASI, that's the Archaeological Survey of India. This is the closest view of the only one remaining of the Dhammalipi or the inscriptions. Here you also see the offerings towards the stupa by men and women, or we can say Upasaka and Upasika. We can see the snake with the 5 heads. This we can see that in symbolic form of the Sutta Pitak, the 5 Nikayas, Pancha Nikaya of the Sutta Pitak, Digha Nikaya, Majjhima Nikaya, Sanyutta Nikaya, Anguttara Nikaya, and Khuddaka Nikaya. Here you also can see the bull, which also resembles the plowing festivals or the first jhana of the Buddha, and also on the Ashokan emblem. And then once again we can see the stupa offering by the Upasaka Upasika. Here you can see the pyramid form of architecture, or it can be also called a stupa, which is a part of the Borobudur stupa in Indonesia. Here we can see the 3 animals. On the top of that we can see the donors. It resembles the bull or maybe an animal of the agrarian culture. Here we can see a railing which can be used for decorating of uploading or applying garlands at the Chaityagraha or the arch. Here we can see an elephant, the birth of the Bodhisattva. Here we can see the Mahamaya or the Gajalakshmi has been interpreted in the symbolic form, showering with milk or water, the birth of Bodhisattva. And once again the huge, marvelous, amazing, five-headed cobra, the king cobra. As I earlier mentioned, the five Nikayas. It also has a wonderful window. Window also in different design, in X factor, and hash factor, and also in the sloping like a form of water. Here we can see an lion bouncing over a deer or maybe a dog. Once again, the Mahamaya in a sitting posture. Earlier shown the standing posture. And this is in the sitting posture. The railings are marvelous, each with an appropriate design, well aligned. We can see the entire area which has steps reaching on the top of the or entering the vihara, which is also has a platform to sit and meditate and discuss here in the huge vihara or the mandapa. And on the right hand side of the vihara, we can see the stoop, which I have already informed you, which is a part of a Chaityagraha. And now we are coming out of the vihara. And before moving out, we can see on the top, at the center of this vihara, which has a wonderful four-sided lotus. The center one has a huge lotus and the four corners, which is also a Dhamma chakra in the form of the lotus. It's well preserved and protected. This place had inscription but has been faded out or been encroached or been removed away. And once again we are in the cell. There are plenty of cells, but the shortage of water of this place, maybe because of no proper rain, we can see the entire tunnel is empty with no water. The depth is more than around 20 feet and also the width of more than around 10 feet, but no water. There are plenty of cells. Each cell has around more than around 3 to 4 monks or nuns can reside. And now we are entering the main era, or we can say the Parinirvan Stupa Gallery, which is the place which can only be seen in particular in Maharashtra itself. One at Kaneri, second at Bhaje, and third at Thanale. To count here, we can see or find out almost around 8 stupa, which also has the Medi, the Vedika, the Under, the Dharmika, and the Chhatra. This may be having the relics of the teachers or the masters who have stayed here and preached the Dhamma, the law of nature, Patichamupad, to all the monks and the nuns, and also the Upasana Upasika. Now we have doing circumambulatory, all the stupas, all the 8 stupas. Stupa, Thupa, Dagoba, Pagoda. It may be having some paintings. As we can see, the paintings have been vanished. This place is around of more than 2,500 years, or we can say 2,000, at least 2,000 years old. Inhabited. Here we can see the students studying the architecture, the Buddhist architecture, analyzing it. This Thanalai cave almost has more than around 28 caves, almost around 24 caves in this premises. Each having its own place of learning. Here we can come and learn the Dhamma or understand the architecture and meditate. Meditate in the stupa gallery or in the veranda or in the cells. So I request, whenever do come here, please visit this place and try to maintain the harmony, the peace, and avoid throwing garbage at this place. Keep it clean, maintain the decorum of this place. Here, a student of Department of Pali who are learning, they have come here to understand and teach and learn the architecture. So here I thank you all who have come here and who went to see this video. I would also thank my student or the person who want to learn this architecture who accompanied me, named Nilesh, and myself, Rahul Rao, learning Buddhist art and architecture. So once again, thank you for all. So I request Nilesh to just say hello.
माझं नाव आहे निलेश जाधव. मी डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ पालीचा विद्यार्थी आहे, MA पाटणचा. आज मी इथे या ठनाळे लेणीचा अभ्यास करायला आलेलो आहे. लेणीची स्थापत्य शैली, लेणी कोणत्या ठिकाणी आहे, लेणी सभोवताली काय परिसर आहे आणि लेणीमध्ये काय लिखावट आहे का, शिलालेख आहे का, याचा शोध घ्यायला आलेला आणि त्याच्यानुसार मग पुढचा अभ्यास केला. धन्यवाद.